Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another pen paling video. It's been so long, and today we are unboxing, or I guess opening, a letter from my wonderful pen pal from the Netherlands, Yonki. She sent me this beautiful, mail themed letter, and it's just, it was so nice to open. It made me so happy. And today we're going to be sending our response. So I already had opened and read the letter before this video, but I thought I would just show you guys what she sent. And she sent me this beautiful washi tape along with a bunch of little stickers and stuff like that, and it just makes my heart so happy. I love when my pen pals send me stickers, and they know that I love stickers and I appreciate them so much. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So my main theme that I was thinking for this letter was really just, I don't know, colors and cats, if that makes any sense. So I decided to grab this colorful paper, and instead of doing the classic brown vintage theme that I always do, I was like, why don't we do rounded edges? Why don't we do scallops? What if we include some grid paper, some blue, some pink? Let's change it up a little bit. And that's exactly what I did, and I ended up really loving it. And my pen pal did as well. She told me that she really loves the letter and that it was so cute. So I'm really happy I was able to make her happy with this letter as well. But yeah, throughout this whole letter, there's a lot of just paper layering, like you see right here, and just I don't know, the texture is really fun. And we glue it down with this awesome Kung Fu Panda glue stick, because I still have not ordered myself more glue rollers, which I really need to do because I miss using them, and it's so much quicker when I do that. But we'll get to it at some point. But yeah, this letter ended up coming out really cute. I don't know, I think it was great. It was really fun to do as well. It's different from my usual style, so it was very refreshing to just sit down and do something that's different. I think I definitely need to start experimenting more instead of staying in my comfort zone and all. While I do love my comfort zone and I do love what I create with my comfort zone, I think it is still nice to go out and experiment. And I feel like I do that most when I send my letters to Yonki, my pen pal that I'm responding to today. I don't know, for some reason I always end up just being, inspired and always super extra creative with her, so I think that's really fun. So I always have a lot of fun writing letters to her because I always do something really different. Just because her letters are different every single time, and they're all really cool, and I was like, I should try this, why not? So I ended up trying it, and it turned out really cute. So this main inspiration actually came from a post that I saw on Instagram. It just had the scallops idea in the corner, and I thought it was really cute, and I was like, I should try that. And so I did, and it turned out great. So now we're just speeding through the other three little sheets that we're making for the letter. I didn't really know how much I would need. I do end up making a fourth one later on, because the letter ended up being a lot longer than I originally thought. But yeah, I just ended up putting some little grid washi tape in the corners with some little cat stickers, and that's pretty much it. And now we are making the envelope. Envelopes are something that I just do not have, and I always end up making myself because I always forget to buy myself some. And it's really simple. I just cut this sheet of paper into a square, and then I fold in all the corners to the middle of the paper itself. That is why I ended up using a ruler to kind of figure out where the middle was. And make sure that you make the flaps overlap a little bit of each other so that you can actually glue it down properly. This time I did not do that very well, but I wasn't too stressed about that because I do end up covering most of my letters with a bunch of packing tape to make sure that they are safely packed for when I send them off. So that is what I did off camera. But do be aware if you do this technique, just to make sure that they overlap so that you can glue them down properly so that they don't open and, release your letter into the international world of water or something. I don't know. But now I was organizing her gifts, and I just had these cute little squares of extra cardboard cardstock paper, and then we had the new stickers and little dictionary letters that we got from the AliExpress haul, which if you haven't seen, you should totally go see it. And then we also had these little paper plant decorations. I don't really know how to call them. And then of course I included a few cat stickers because that is the theme of the letter. And I think it turned out really cute. And then I grabbed this little plastic bag, and it was a challenge to try and fit these little squares in, because they just barely fit. But then to get past like the little zip tie thing at the top, it was really difficult. I ended up having to grab the stack and just kind of cut off like the sides a little bit. You had to trim them because they were just too big. That first one fit really well, but the others were just too large, so I ended up trimming them a little bit, like you see right here. And then they fit perfectly fine, so hooray. I really like packing gifts the most for some reason. I think one of my love languages is definitely gift giving. I love giving gifts. So I always try to adapt my gifts to the person that I'm giving them to, obviously, and also making them fit with the letter that I did. So my pen pal ended up really loving this, and it was actually just her birthday recently on May 2nd, so I wanted to make it a little bit extra special. So I ended up adding my homemade little sticky note packets, I guess you could call them, but they're not actually sticky notes, they're just loose notes. But I made actually these 3 little sticky note packets, note sets, I guess I should say. So I included them for her as little freebies, and I am still experimenting with my small little business, so I thought that I would send her some freebies to test out for me and just enjoy for herself. So we had a strawberry milk one, we had a little dagger with roses, and then blueberry ones. And yeah, I hope she loves them. I ended up reusing the twine, or string if you will, that she ended up sending, because I just thought it was really cute, and I thought that I could just reuse it to package the little gifts together, and I thought it was great. And then comes the long process of adding a bunch of small lines for me to write on. A lot of people don't do this, but I prefer doing this just so that I have like a genuine, just simple guideline to how much space I'm taking, and that everything is like consistent. I really don't like when, like, you know, when you first start off the letter, it's like everything's really nice and small and compact, and then as you get on, things get really crooked and just, you know, a mess. So I really wanted to avoid that, and that's what I usually do with all of my letters. I just do like about like a 1 centimeter space line, and I write in my letter in there. So I ended up taking a pink pen to write this letter, and here you see me making the 4th sheet really quickly because I ended up needing one last one, and that's how I finished off the letter. And usually I do about 4 pages for a letter, maybe sometimes 3, sometimes 5, but 4 is usually the average, and I think that is a perfect size. So now we have the letter, we have the gifts, and we have the envelope. Here you see me trying to glue down the pieces, but then I kind of realized that I did not overlap them enough, so it really barely stuck, and you kind of see it fall apart at the end. But that's okay, because again, I used packing tape, so it was safe on the way there, and it arrived very safely. So everything is okay in the end. But now we are decorating the front of the envelope, which for me is always kind of like one of the hardest parts for some reason. I don't know, something about it is just, because, you know, we usually put the address on the right hand side, and, you know, I feel like post offices and stuff like that are really picky about where stuff is, because usually everything is machine read, so you need to have the address like either in the middle or on the right hand side, and then you need to have your stamps on the top right as well, and all that stuff. So I feel like I'm constantly doing the same style of envelopes because of all the, you know, rules and regulations, but I try to change it up every once in a while with different styles of decorations, I suppose. But it is still kind of tough to do. So if you guys have any tips on how I could do this differently, I would love to know. Do let me know. Let's try and experiment with this, because I do want to try and do something different, but I always feel like I'm doing the same thing. Anyways, it's a bit strange. But yeah, again, follow the same style. We have the pink, the blue, the grid paper, and of course a cute little cat sticker. Really love these stickers. These are just so adorable. They make me so happy. So again, a lot of these materials are from my AliExpress haul, which was my last video, I believe, or the one before that. Anyways, one of the last 2 videos, and we did a little haul of all these amazing stationery items from AliExpress, which I do leave all the store names and whatnot in the description in that video, so you can go and check them out for yourself if you would like some of the stationery as well. And honestly, I had a lot of fun making that video. It was really fun. But do let me know your favorite small businesses. I do want to do like a small business haul at some point, so you could leave them down in this video as well. Would love to know what you are looking for and want me to test out maybe. I don't know, guess we'll see. Anyways, here's me packing the letter. This is when we see that the envelope is kind of falling apart, but that's okay. And then we pack the little gifts and everything fits very nicely. And then I'm just cleaning up my desk a little bit because everything got a little bit hectic, you know. That's what usually happens when you do crafts. And then she had asked me a few questions, so then I just grabbed a scrap piece of paper and gave her my answers. They were quite good questions, actually. I really enjoyed these type of questions. I never really know what to ask my pen pal as questions because I feel like we talk about like deep stuff in the letters, but then when it comes to asking the questions, it's just like, what's your favorite activity? What do you like to do on your weekends? I don't know, you know, like stuff like that. But they are also still essential questions. So if you have any, you know, questions that you totally recommend to ask your pen pals and stuff like that, do let me know in the comments down below. Would be very appreciated. Anyways, here we are putting just some sparkly washi tape because I was trying to make the letter not fall apart. But that's pretty much the end of it for packing this letter. So thank you so much for joining me. This is what the letter ended up looking like. Very happy with it. My pen pal loved it, so that means I'm also happy with it. And it was really fun to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Bye, guys!